still dark out. But you know what time it is? And I don't mean like, do you know what time it is? I mean like, you know what time it is? Time for coffee. You might be thinking to yourself, but you're in Salt Lake City, you're in Utah, there's no coffee there. Wrong. There is good coffee here. None of it is open yet. Gonna go to Public Coffee House. If you've never been to Salt Lake or the area, well, my first recommendation would be a place called Three Pines. But that's deep in downtown and I don't want to be bothered. Also, it doesn't open until 8 a.m. Second would be Copper Bottle, Blue Copper. Third, Public, and that's where we're gonna go because it opens soon. I'm not gonna use any of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lanes, come on! Dude, Utah is home of the one more lane, bro. I promise one more lane will fix it. This is ridiculous.
Staring at my telephone screen, waiting for an SMS saying your name. In my mind, we're outlined, so that's forgotten, and nothing can outshine
Utah. Hello and welcome to St. George, home of some exceptionally red colored rocks and the True Grit Epic. Here this weekend to do the True Grit Epic stage race, which is gravel race Friday, followed by they say a 50-mile mountain bike race. I think it's more like 42, but it's on like the world famous Zen Trail and other Utah trails that are very famous and good, so I've been told. I've never ridden them before, so today we're gonna go check them out. Word on the street is that there are some like pretty technical sections that are worth seeing before the race, so that's what we're gonna do. The stage race technically starts tomorrow, Thursday, so today is my only day to go look at the course. I'm stoked. This is gonna be the first race of the year. I haven't raced in like 5 months, so I'm super anxious and excited and curious to see how the body does. Never really raced proper mountain bikes before, so that's gonna be new too. It's all new. It's the year of the last privateer. Let's go see what these trails have to offer, eh? Not too high of elevation. It's just, and so far I am loving it.
Yeah, well this mad world made me crazy. Might just turn around to 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip, we don't gotta let him in. Don't trip. Yeah. I let it go, but I never go with it.
Because this is recon. I need to remember some of this.
I'm here to make it all better with a little music for you. I'll do enough for you. Without you, it's the color blue. Oh, don't trip. I was in the city, they was talking that shit. Had the homies with me, all of a sudden they split. We ain't even worried, we just laughing, that's rich. You know how it goes, it ain't broke, don't fix.
A lot of monster trucking going on here.
Don't be afraid, don't fall. Think I lost my mind. Reality so hard to find.
Yeah.
When the devil trying to call your line, shit I always shine. Even when the light dim. No, I ain't God, but I'm feeling just like him. Oh, don't trip. See, I was in the whip riding me and my bitch. We was listening to us, no one else. That's it. That's the flesh, just a bit. Let me talk my shit. Say my head got big. Yeah, well listen, man, world it made me crazy. Might just turn around to 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my.
Yeah, to be fair, maybe that, I mean, I know that didn't look fast. I don't know if it was fast or not. It felt like as fast as I really want to go, but slow is smooth, smooth is fast, brother. not crashing or flatting or breaking your bike is fast. I hate that I did that. Nice, smooth, not too much power. Now some proper downhill. Get a bit more flow going. Ribs. Maybe over brakes, but made the turn. This is pretty fun, if I'm honest. A lot of edges. There's a lot of edges. Whoop. Oh, fuck. Like I said, a lot of edges. Damn it. Well, let this be a lesson to us all. I smashed, ooh, buddy. Brand new tire. You love to see it. I guess that's what happens when you ride a little bit too low of PSI. And smashed. Literally, I had just got done saying there's a lot of edges. And then being in a rush to try and get out and ride everything, I fucking didn't bring my plugs and CO2 with me. They're sitting in my van. And I'm like 3 miles from the van. At least I have until Saturday to get the tire fixed, but god damn it, this is gonna be a long walk. Yeah, so a few of the things that I'm thinking of as I'm going for my lovely nature walk here. One is that there really is like nobody out here, dude. I mean, it is like 3:30 p.m. on a Wednesday, but yeah, this race, this course is really like, it's not over until it's over. Like the fact that these are the last like 4 miles of the race, pretty insane. So it's like, yeah, man, if you're off the front, you have to stay switched on. You got to stay focused. And if you're chasing, like, don't stop chasing. The person in front of you very likely could just get a flat tire and you're going to roll them back, no problem. Also probably put, what do you call it? Also probably put an insert in at least one of your tires. That would have saved me here. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard race. True grit for sure. Like, it's gonna take, like, make no mistake, I'm here to win this mountain bike race, hopefully the gravel race also, but yeah, my focus for the year is on this national ultra endurance series. So the goal is to win this mountain bike race, and to do that, it's gonna take a lot of grit for sure. This is gonna be 42 miles, whatever it is, of just like non-stop mountain biking. As crazy as that sounds, but yeah, for someone who's been racing road bikes the last 4 years, this is gonna be different. It's gonna be cool. This is what I'm talking about, man. Like, fucking Pierce Stetina does that, smokes a tire. He's only had it 2 days. Big tall Wayne is there to just give him a brand new one. I have nothing against Pierce Stetina, but as an actual privateer, I just had to go spend another $90 for a brand new tire. I don't have the money for that. I'm gonna have to work like 4 hours of overtime to pay for that goddamn tire. Oh, it's so annoying. 2 rides. Let's go to dinner. Bar mustache. Okay, so we're out here for day 1 of the True Grit Epic. And bro, it is so bad outside.
Rain in the forecast, like a lot of it, and the wind is just raging outside. It's like steady, like 25 mile an hour with gusts of I don't know what. Annoying part is this isn't even an actual race day. Like we just have to do this ride. It's just like a required go out by yourself and do this 42-mile gravel route with, I mean, the route should be pretty easy, honestly. Depending on how much of it ends up being a direct headwind, I think it'll only take like 2 hours. But this is a day where if I didn't have to do this, I just wouldn't. Like I said, not the start to the season we were looking for. But the actual race days, the next 2 days should be fine. Let's just get it over with.
Stretch of highway headwind. So sick. Let's go.
Cause baby, yes, I've cried for you. The time that we have spent together, riding through this English weather.
Bro! This is not tight! Alright, I'm done. This is done.
Bro, I'm bitter as hell about having to do that. As you know, it started raining really hard. And then the route that they gave us was bogus. Well, just the very end. Took us through a construction zone, off-road, onto some clay. I got yelled at, almost run over by a tractor. Or now, what was a nice, clean, dialed-in bike is covered in some clay mud. And again, guess who has to clean that? Fucking I do. And I don't want to clean that tonight. I need to go back to work and make money. It's all right. That's day one of True Grit Epic done, I guess. Sorry, I'm talking too much. There's a coffee shop on the other side of this highway here. So I'm gonna go get a coffee, then go home, and then get ready for the real race tomorrow. Clean, all right? I did it. I didn't bring the power washer. My friends brought the power washer. If you're gonna be a privateer, you gotta have friends. Hello. It's me from the past or from the future. I don't know what kind of Back to the Future situation this is, but yeah, hello. I'm editing. So I realized that I did not put my GoPro on my bike for the gravel race on Friday. So we're just gonna talk through what was going on right here. We are filling up the bottle. This is for just give you some insight into what I was doing, for race food. And that is basically adding an ungodly amount of sugar into my bottle. To be specific, I went ahead and added 150 grams of sugar into the bottle, into a 500 milliliter bottle, not even a big one. And then to counteract that, you're just going to go ahead, add a few grams of salt. I promise you, it's going to help. And then the piece de resistance, a big ol' squeeze of lime juice. You take that, you fill up your bottle, give it a good shake. You're going to want to rinse off the cap because nobody wants sticky fingers mid-race. Then you're good to go. So yeah, like I said, I didn't actually put the camera on my bike, but honestly, you're not missing much because We had an 8-mile neutral rollout, so everybody was just together. And then we started the race with a big climb uphill. It was like a 45, 50-minute climb. And about a mile in, I was off the front by myself. As you can see, there's nobody behind me. So yeah, it was literally 70 miles of nothing for the camera to really see other than good views. Yeah, so it was 70 miles, 343 normalized for 4.5 hours. This is me on the podium with Riker. He's a 19-year-old local, smashed it for second. And then the podium with Amy and Amelia, who were second and third in the women's race. But now we're on to Sunday, mountain bike race. We got Caleb on the line. And here we go. Mountain bike race also started with a bit of a neutral rollout. Just a much shorter one, not 8 miles long. This one was maybe 7-8 minutes long. But along with that comes a bit of smack talk.
Track that's in like 8 miles, you mean?
Nobody wants to leave you out, man.
We're turning onto the road, like the dirt into like 30 minutes, like 5 minutes from now, like we're real close. Yeah,
but it's a dirt road.
It's just dirt road.
Just dirt road. However, he was kind of right. As soon as we got to the dirt road, everything went absolutely bananas. This was one of the hardest starts to a race I think I've ever had, other than maybe the last stage of Tour de Beauce last year. But yeah, I mean, it was just immediately uphill. People are attacking immediately. They're going sprinting as soon as we got to like a spot where it leveled out. I was trying to stay at the front, this being like my first proper cross-country mountain bike race, and knowing that I was after Friday and soloing for 70 miles and riding away from everybody, I felt like I was one of the strongest guys, or knew I was one of the strongest guys, so I just wanted to keep myself at the front and not get too buried. And I will add that on this day, yeah, just a bunch of juniors going absolutely ham. I did not have the route on my Garmin. That'll come into play later. But yeah, as you can see, the first, 8 minutes of the race, just going crazy, top 10 of the segment. And then, yeah, this is where nobody knows where they're going. It's very unclear. There's basically no signage. So if you don't have the route on your Garmin, just riding blind. So I'm trying to let other people like take the lead, and hopefully they know where they're going and I'll be able to just follow wheels. But because of that and like being pretty hesitant, I end up letting like a few too many wheels by. And it's going to be even more of a problem here in a second. Yeah, so it's like, do we go left? Do we go right? Turns out we go right, and then people just come through. Again, I go around this stupid thing. And more of the story, put the route on your Garmin. Always, no matter what, even if they tell you the course is marked. And then more problems, like I'm off the good line, people are passing me on the good line, come up onto this like little chunky bit. I also, I mean, as you saw, didn't get to pre-ride. This is the section that I didn't get to pre-ride because of the flat. So I had just flying blind here, basically, which is not ideal. So bad line. We're rolling through, going fast, going very fast, honestly. I mean, it looks fast to me. Chunky bit. Here's the chunky bit. Just absolute trash line. Again, almost smash into some big rocks here. Have to avoid. And so I lose a bunch of momentum going into this climb, and there's a gap. Already there's a gap. We're literally like 15 minutes into the race, and I'm closing gaps. That is not how we wanted to start this. But, you know, it's like, okay, that's fine. Like, I can ride hard. The legs are really good. And this is where a bunch of people not having the route on their Garmin really, I actually got a bunch of spots back. Was that like 4 guys took the wrong turn? These 3 guys are just completely stopped. And one guy comes through yelling, "This is the way." So it's like, okay, cool. There's 6 spots I'll take back. Thank you very much. But the lead, like 2 or 3 guys were still up off the front. So yeah, just like trying to go fast, kind of falling behind on some of these descents, and then you can see the leaders at the top of this kicker, so we know we're in a pretty good spot. Just got to get up and go. However, that's also kind of where the good news ends on this race, because as you might have guessed, we flatted the tire.
Did bring a CO2 with me this time. Can't say that I didn't do that, and a plug, but it was a sidewall slash. I like hit a rock and slashed the tire, so it just did not want to seal. And there's nothing worse than being stood on the side of the trail and watching a bunch of people who just worked really, really hard to drop flying by you. But at the end of the day, wasn't able to get it sealed. We have to do the ride of shame, completely flat front tire making a terrible noise all the way back to the start. And now I will give it back to myself for the ending of the video. Thank you so much. They're so dead. Yeah, man, that sucks. That's not really what we came here for, but at the same time, almost not surprised. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I did anything wrong other than like have some bad luck, maybe a bad line choice, and honestly just like the wrong tires for the course, right? Like, this is very annoying, but I'm definitely learning some good things from this weekend. Primarily, the fitness is really good when you can just solo TT for 70 miles away from the entire field. That's usually a pretty good sign. Also learned that like if I'm gonna do this mountain bike thing, like you really need to have the right tires for the course. And quite frankly, like those mezcals I really, really love. They're really, really good for around Boise, but that was the god, like could not have picked a more wrong tire for this course with just like how many edges and rocks are out there. Like the sidewalls on those tires are paper thin. And yeah, like I slashed the front tire. Like that was never gonna seal. And I wasn't, I didn't have a tube to put in it. I wasn't gonna race with the tube in my pocket. Like that's just like, I don't know, my gray flag as an athlete is that's not something I was gonna do. So I guess that's True Grit Epic weekend. Not really done, but certainly dusted, and certainly, I don't know, disappointing. Like pretty much from super high to not finishing a race. One race win, one DNF. That's like the Colin McRae like form of bike race or form of racing. That's what I'm gonna go with, is that I'm trying to be the Colin McRae of racing. Full send, you either win or you don't finish the race, is what it is. Yeah, like I'm certainly not giving up on this NUE series dream, even if now, oh, fuck, ow. You know, the first weekend was kind of a bust. I was hoping to start out with a race win. Start out with a DNF instead. First weekend sort of a bust, but there's like 4 or 5 other NUE races that are on my calendar. I still think I can win this series. I think, you know, I definitely need to work on, I need to ride my mountain bike more, right? Like in that short clip of the start, you could see I like didn't quite have the pace on the downhill. I mean, a little bit of that was just like not being super comfortable riding right behind someone on like those super fast descents where, again, like rocks just sneak up on you. So I need to ride my mountain bike more, need to up my downhill pace, but like I know I can, you know, do the climbs with everybody in this series. So yeah, is what it is. I'm still optimistic. Still a good weekend. Still a fun weekend. St. George is a beautiful place. You should come here. I am super happy to be here and to get away from shitty spring weather in Boise for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna film more, but thanks for watching.